Okay, I got the end of the musical phrase, and that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD for the Nintendo Wii U game system.
Excuse me, it's the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess game.
Let's see, 1 second. Okay, I adjusted just my audio output a little bit. It should be fine on the stream, although I am wondering if I should change something on the desktop audio backup just in case. Let me fix that. There we go. Be better. I was wondering what was making that sound. Live music. Anywho, we've got more important things to do, like saving the world. Even though, you know, everything's fine now, right? We defeated Zant. Alright, there's a bear around the castle.
Look, the MacGuffins we collected forever ago but weren't allowed to use.
Yep. And they were taken from us, you know, right before we could use them. So that little outburst with Zant, that was but a taste. Spare of Longinus, anyone?
Ooh, yellow.
They knew what they were doing. Also, who needs to actually open the door? Okay, maybe I might need to open this door. Welcome to Hyrule Castle. In my, you know, personal opinion, it's probably the best Hyrule Castle has ever looked. Just
Very castle-y.
due in part to, you know, I mean, I guess, you know, it did show up in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but it just doesn't hit the same. Also, why aren't you guys dead? Are you telling me you have more health? It's not even 2 arrows. Yeah, that's right. Oop. There we go. So this Hyrule Castle is going to have, you know, its fair share of combat to it, which, you know, historically not out of place for it. Link to the Past comes to mind.
Technically not Hyrule Castle anymore, but Ocarina of Time. Endgame.
Formerly, you know, the castle formerly known as Hyrule. Yeah, get used to these.
How are they allowed to go through walls? How dare.
How dare. Can't believe this. Ah, dang it. I did that spin attack input just a little bit too late. Missed out on my opportunity for the quick spin. Or the great spin.
Oh, technically.
Huh?
Both a quick spin and great spin together, technically.
Oh, well, yeah. Give me heart. Why no heart? There we go.
Grass exists and is actually nice to you in this mode.
Grass does exist. You know what doesn't exist though? A conveniently placed box. Oh, why is there not a conveniently placed box? Is there a conveniently placed wall target? No?
You come over from the other side.
Is there a conveniently placed, you know, parapet?
No, but there is a conveniently timed shadow.
Hi.
No. Chain. We know what to do with that.
Yank it.
Yank my chain.
Yes, I am indeed yanking your chain. This looks sus. My video game instincts are kicking in. Oh, look, a trap. It's a very shiny waist you have. I have come to play. Look who's come to play. Okay, that was some bullshit there. How could he block it with the, you know, axe from the side like that, you know?
I feel like a long axe like that would probably be the best for blocking a sword. If it weren't for the fact that the head of that axe is just too heavy to.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like jump attacks into quick spins is like really good for DPS because you can buffer the spin during the jump attack. Enough. I follow the strongest. That is all I have ever known.
And you've now beat me up 3 times, so I think you're pretty strong.
Yep.
4 times. 4 times.
Yes, this is 4, but both bridges and then outside arbiters in here.
And then here. Yep. Nice little bit of a closure on that storyline. Oh.
Is it this side or the other side that has the thing at this one? I think it's the other side.
It's the other side, I think. As long as we're thinking of the same thing. You don't get the compass until you actually go inside, right? Pretty sure.
Sounds right.
I think there was like anything else there, but I feel like there's always like a chest that I miss over here. Or
Probably this one on the ledge.
I doubt it. Well, I did. I sure missed it. Wonder how far you have to like travel in wolf form for the, you know, transformation in and out to be worth it, you know?
Less time than on GameCube because you have the button for it here.
Yeah. Certainly better, but like obviously there's still some cost associated with it. This is worthless.
At least it's just worthless in this version, as opposed to less than because you put it back and have to continuously look at the, oh hey, there's an unopened chest on the map when you get the compass.
Yeah, it would be nice if there was like some way to say like put it back would mark the chest as like viewed. Something, you know. It's like
Even if it was just like a little rupee icon next to the chest on the map.
Yeah.
But that like still showed the chest on the map. That would be fine.
Yep.
I gotta
Why are you walking into the trigger?
Because you must.
These guys aren't a part of the Boblin. The other.
These are bokoblins.
Yep.
These are bokoblins.
Not bulbous, but cobblins. Get it right. Or they will hit you with their, you know, not so dull swords.
Well, what are the other ones called? Boblins?
Boblins.
Oh. They're rotund. They're bulbous.
Yep, those guys.
Well, the thing is, like, only one of them is really rotund. The rest of them are kind of.
I mean, their heads are ovals.
So, Link, how's
Oh,
it
that's
feel
what I
to
shot.
have-
I was like, I shot something at the base of the tower and it exploded.
So, Link, how's it feel to have an army of the respect of an army of goblin things? Like,
Yeah, I think goblins works. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I need those though, don't
yeah.
I? Let's see. Over here first.
Yeah, I think it's just go around.
Nope.
Or not?
Oh, yeah, it's go around
Yes, there it is.
so that you can access the hogs.
The crack in the wall. It's time to play everyone's favorite game, Hole in the Wall.
Woo! Ow. It's just like I'm playing Nier. Except the hogs take like way longer to wake up after crashing in this game. Also, do you like get flung off and get hurt if you run into the explosive barrels?
I believe so.
okay, these guys still attack, but they haven't got the memo.
Oh, look, it's a thing. I wonder. That's not the button.
The Zed.
It's a Z. Was that not the right one?
They might be start from.
Start from the top? That would be annoying and oddly specific.
I don't think that's actually a required difference, but I think you might have missed one of them when you did the lock on.
What?
Yeah, they do give
In
you
a
a hint.
Map.
First, the ladder in this room.
Ladder.
Yeah. Nope, next to the chest.
Should I do that first? Oh, you're... Oh. Yeah, this.
Pretty sure this just... Pretty sure this has an item. Or a small chest,
Probably
but it
right.
is mostly just the way back. This
What's
skip
the thing
going through all the loops.
What's the thing that Binda told me about then?
Yeah, that is the secret.
What's the secret, though?
A hole.
Yeah, but what's in the hole?
Special stuff.
Taco Tuesday. The entire concept of Taco Tuesday.
We have unleashed Taco Tuesday on the world.
An entirely optional puzzle. Although it is nice to do.
Wait. Where? Oh, here?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever done this. I'm gonna be honest. Where am I?
The graveyard.
Yeah, this does not seem familiar to me. I see dead people.
That's way back out.
I wish they would make it like bigger, so it's obvious that it's like, hey, this is one of the travel holes, and not just a like diggy spot. Wait, what?
Yeah, you can get rid of leaves that way.
I was more shocked by the apparent power of my dig.
Alright, why are all the baby skeletons here in the castle's graveyard?
Oh, well, there's a non-baby skeleton.
It's raining.
It's raining. It's pouring. The old man is snoring.
Yeah, this skeleton is the old man.
It's all the royal family
You know,
that died because of childbirth.
You know, I'm actually pretty sure I have been here at least sometime before, because that's not what I wanted. I was like, why am I not doing the, you know, fancy sort? I did not press the lock on button for that game.
I'm pretty sure the first one would have done it.
It's definitely with the two, though. And there's no shortage or need for bombs anymore, really.
Not
I
ready.
mean, yeah.
Wonder if this completely inconspicuous rock is something.
Use the switch. Oh. Hey, look. Free lantern oil. Yay, wasting money.
Also, magic torch.
Here is your anti-Song of Storms. That's just insulting.
This run has been validated.
All right. So now that the rain out, all right, fine. Step 1, refill lantern. Step 2, turn off rain. Step 3, light up lanterns across the courtyard before the rain comes back. Step 4, profit. Okay, fine. There's a step 4 in between, and it's move statues because We gotta make this as annoying as possible. Doesn't the rain like permanently?
It's not as annoying as
Nope.
possible.
Wait, okay. It's once you open it for the
The
first time,
door
it stays open.
is open permanently.
All right, who's ready to line up 2 statues instead of just 1? They make it like painfully easy.
Yeah, there's holes. There's square holes to put the oval statues in.
I think this one goes in the square hole.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure the actual model used a square base.
Yeah, it's probably a square hitbox, yeah.
You never know. It's a chest.
This is probably still in that time where, like, rounded hitboxes aren't necessarily...
Alright, bets on 100 rupees.
I know it's not.
Nah.
It's an extra key.
Oh, wait a minute. What? That's weird. Why is that a thing? I mean, I think in previous games, can't you render certain keys optional by, I guess, not opening like all the doors? Like,
Yeah.
thank you, Red. You came from here, arrow on the map.
Yeah.
You know what? I probably should have just stayed doggo. Also, my new favorite pastime. You know what? Let's take the fast way back. That seems like a good idea. I guess we're not staying doggo. But now we can be doggo. I'm not here. Also, I'm friends with your boss. Why are you shooting at me?
Oh, nice of the castle to install big doors so Midna can use them.
Bigger question. How does Link use them? So I guess if you did that, you could skip the second. Or I guess second. Fourth?
I think so. Maybe.
I mean,
I've never actually tried that.
A small key is a small key is a small key, right?
Yeah.
I know we're gonna need like some combination of. I'm gonna need to light things probably. But first.
Wait. This game has the royal, like a different version of the royal family theme.
Yep. I don't care if it's efficient.
I mean, it
It's
looks
fun.
Pretty it looks pretty efficient to me. By the way, I went through the site dinner. I went to Earth World today.
See, look, I'm hitting all of them.
I got a Nerf gun because you can get pretty cheap guns at any first store you go to.
Ow.
Which Nerf gun I'm wrapping up. I'm not using it right now because again, I don't Just thrift shop
Sirs?
as well. Not
Get back here, please.
In the cutscene. Alright, how is it getting lighter? It's probably those torches.
Yeah. Those were very strong torches.
Okay, let's see. Want to get
And the
some
other-
HP back.
And the other thing I got at there was a JBL speaker that I'm trying to figure if it's charged or not and how to fucking turn it on.
So yeah, how does anyone that doesn't have a claw shot navigate this room when it's like actually properly going on?
That's an
'Cause
excellent
there's-
question.
There's like no other doors or anything.
It just sucks to be you. That's the neat part. You don't. Let's see. So you can't get up to that door, correct?
If you can, you have to loop all the way around.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's take a little look-see at the map. Something tells me we should keep going around.
You don't say.
Cool. Wait a minute. It says there's a chest here.
Did it blow out the torches?
Yeah, maybe. That is the thing we get to do in this dungeon. Nope, they are unblowoutable. Are there other torches? There might be other torches.
I think it is you have to come back in. Yeah, I think you have to come back in up there, and then up there we'll move that chandelier or something.
Big sad. There's you know some tricks involved. Cause oh yeah, there's a chest up there as well. All right.
Okay.
Fine. We'll do it the intentional way. Why can't I skip that?
The speaker works. It's a decent. It's a fine speaker. I got it for $7.
See, I thought this was in the previous room. That's why I got the ball and chain out. This should totally work. Alright, it's the meta, like, mortal draw.
What I did for Dark Nuts.
He acted faster than I did. Ow. Yeah, I need to... oh, okay. Put this sword away. Yeah, I wish, like, other methods were as effective. Sir. You are being a pain. He's stunned. All part of the plan.
Fling my body at him by bouncing off the wall attack.
So, since I was about to say, since we're just dealing with a mini boss, I was going to say, I've been playing Escape from Monkey Island last week. Again, I'm at the worst part of the game. Monkey combat. It's a 5-way rock paper scissors where each thing has 2 different things. It's all randomized for every run, so there's no way to look it up.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
But worse.
You know, basically. It's like rock paper scissors, lizard, Spock, but everything can attack 2 other things. But it's not like rock. Rock can attack scissors. Maybe sometimes rock can attack paper, or
I forget how necessary. I guess you need to get like. Do you need to get up on the next one, or?
No, I'm pretty sure it is just stairs proper.
It just makes stairs.
No.
Does not reach. Oh, you know. Yeah, I don't know. That seems just kind of weird. Like,
It's
like
just light.
What's to stop you from?
You only care about the one torch.
Yeah.
In this room.
No. Thank you for rolling instead of putting the fucking lantern away.
Link loves to roll.
It's all perfectly, you know. Yeah, so the other ones are just like pointless. I think what they intend for you to do is like stand at like the top, like do launch it and then kind of run forward onto it, but effort.
I think counterclockwise is the way to go first.
Anti-clockwise. I wonder where they're giving me arrows. Clearly this is why. You moved. Why are you like invulnerable? That's some bullshit. But that didn't open the door.
Can you solve the puzzle? The puzzle of why were you given arrows? Hey, look, more lantern oil.
Yep. Because we clearly needed more of that. Okay, so One of these things is not like the others.
One of these things is dead.
22 is number 2.
Speaking of 2.
2. Sirs. I feel like your other items just don't even really matter for this.
You know, people like to argue which Link is the strongest. They're all the strongest because they're all the same reincarnation of the same person. Except for Wind Waker. I forget.
Wind Waker
What?
Link is not in the line of...
He had to
Wind
earn
Waker
it.
Link had to earn it.
I mean, to be fair, I still like to think that he's a reincarnation of the Link. Skyward Sword Link, but like, because Ocarina of Time Link took the Triforce with him, he had to
I'm annoyed at how inconsistent.
Yeah, Dark Nuts. When the Dark Nuts, as soon as there's more than one, are the worst.
Is that in any game?
Yes. Well, Wind
yeah.
Waker, they're kind of a pushover.
Oh yeah.
Wind Waker, they're fine.
2D games, it depends on the.
It depends on what Dark Nut weapon they have. If there's more than one ball of chain, dude, fuck that.
In Zelda 1, they are.
Bullshit.
It also doesn't help that the order their armor gets knocked off in is somewhat random, so like they could lose their shield immediately.
I have a
Or just
feeling.
like never. Really?
I have a feeling like Dark, like these Dark Nuts are running on a similar code as the previous game's Dark Nuts. I think I remember what fucking enemy stopped me every time I do the
Really?
Cave Ordeals, something else.
Give ordeal, yeah. But I had to think of it. I'm pretty sure it was this motherfucker. Isn't there like a room with two of them in the cave ordeals as well?
Yes, that is like room 45-ish or something like that. Room 59 has 3 of them. Or no, 49. It has 3 of them.
You know, I think it's 49 that I got fucked over. Okay. and Mozart.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fan of the mortal draw. At least, like, doing only that. It's way
Fair.
too fucking inconsistent.
Yeah. I just like pressing the B button until they die. Like, that's B button, right?
But in all honesty, I don't think there's any way of fighting them that's enjoyable.
Press B button until
Yes.
they die. I enjoy pressing B button until their corpse hits the ground. But that's just me.
Large key, but also a lot of enemies.
Oh no. I'm actually kind of in trouble right now, given my lack of health.
Bird friend.
Hockey!
I knew you would stick with me forever. Oh wait, no.
Hey, how did you know you weren't gonna hit me?
I did thousands of calculations.
Oh look, it's my fellow Avengers.
Only 5 of them said that they would hit you, and that was like less than 5%. So
Never tell me the odds. Why is the game pretending it's hero mode now? There we go. Alright, and I don't need to go to the right just yet.
okay, which theme do you prefer? Ganon's theme for the going up to the final boss, or this theme?
This is fun, but Ganon's is iconic.
I would say like the more bombastic like Link to the Past version of this theme.
You know, yeah.
Probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Because this one's, you know, more subdued, muted.
Maybe
a little
combo.
like foreboding, you know. But
I feel like a combo of the two themes would be great, actually.
I think you want to go across the top first, not down to that.
you mean like that way?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a switch over there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this switch moves that one chandelier so you can skip back up here.
Uh-huh. And look, there's a switch. What a switch! That's the switch I was standing on.
Oh, that door doesn't. You have to go through the main door to both sides and anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
there's not really a more efficient path.
That
Nintendo
doesn't help me with that other one though, does it?
No.
Oh, but it's there now.
Yeah, the chest is just there, so you can drop down, go grab that.
When did that show up?
The chest on this side when you press the first button, up on the higher level.
Gotcha.
I also think you can use. Now I'm thinking about the slightly lower chandelier on this side. I think you can use to get up to that chest.
Yeah, you're talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm being lazy now.
You're being efficient.
Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet.
Fun fact: in Star Wars canon and probably Legends,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of money here
Mm-hmm.
on the extremely off chance that you've not bought everything yet.
Which, like, I don't know how. Like, if you've done everything else up to this point, how are you not just flushed with cash?
but why isn't there a bigger fucking money?
Why is there a bigger wallet? Well, there is a bigger wallet, but
It's effort.
It's effort and also,
maximum effort.
It's effort and also actually pay to get.
Really?
It doesn't have.
This is
Yeah,
the
and I
wrong
gotta
one.
go back. Gotta go back through the top door and then other wing.
Oh.
Hmm.
Lasai. Why does it have to be like this? I know it would be awkward grabbing it at, you know, an angle like that, but
This is a video game.
exactly. Where's
I
my
mean,
video game
technically,
logic?
technically, these things should be ripping off your fucking arm. But I'm gonna assume like there's magic to deal with, like. But it's just a string. There's magic with everything in these games.
Oh look, you know, the puzzle is in, you know, the state that it needs to be in. Which it will always be. And now we go to the right. That was weird. Did you see like the light just activate on the other side?
Oh god, he's here. We have to turn the light on.
Yep. It's like motion detected on the other side of door. Alright, so, there's, I'm just gonna get this out. There's a trick to this. It's called Z. Oh. Did I Z in the wrong direction? Nope. Thank you, stick, for... So they have like different timers on them. Nope. Which one went out?
It's more of an like an X with a.
I did, yeah, I did next. You can do it with the Z though, I think.
I feel like it's more efficient with this Z thing.
Hey, look.
I guess you do have to X, actually. There you go. I just wanted to prove that I've played this game before, you know? Which, you know, you would clearly be able to tell from how efficiently I dispatched those dark nuts.
Always suck.
But I think what's annoying about them is that, like... Ah, dang it. Why are you doing that thing? There we go. I think what's annoying about them in particular is they just kind of, like, invalidate all of the cool sword play that you have at your disposal. At least until you, you know,
Everything just clunks off
get
their
the
shield.
armor off. Also, I'm getting a ton of accidental, like, ZR equals A.
Why is that a fucking thing?
I don't know. I really wish it wasn't. Also, why is my sword still out? I put it away.
Whatever. Having the sword out doesn't really
Is there
affect
any reason
things
to...
that.
No.
do this?
I mean, to confirm that this side of the door doesn't have the grate still on it, I guess.
Whoa, it's gone. They're gone. Are gone. Respawn the pots in this room. See, look. Got an extra heart out of it. Maybe more. It was more.
You might also be able to get one out of those statues with the ball.
Not well. Now we must try. And you know, destruction of property is always fun. Look, it was the monsters that did it.
Also, you have to hit them each twice for them to actually drop anything they may have.
It's just delayed gratification, you know. Hey, wait, where are my Avengers friends?
You gotta deal with it yourself this time.
What? Hi. I'm gonna like back up a little bit because I know how you work. And I know that if I'm too close to you that, you know, claw shot will just miss.
You've seen this before.
Yep. What do you mean you like countered my thing and used it against me? Swish, swish. Flick. Shit. Yo. I guess I probably could have skipped this, huh? Theoretically.
Yep.
It's the courtyard. Honestly, I love how this dungeon's laid out. Like it feels like an actual big castle that doesn't just exist for the sake of like we need a dungeon.
Yeah.
Like, hey, look, we have like, you know, a west courtyard and an east.
And there is a lot of this dungeon that you can skip by taking specific paths.
Ooh, look, it's a little bit more thing. Sorry, gonna be like.
Not believe there is a single worm in this room. There are ghost rats on you though.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't like do anything about it without being able to see. Also, ooh, let's just follow these guys. Surely they won't lead us astray. Yeah, if you go on any of the other blocks, they will fall. Slowly, but they will fall. So, there you go.
It's almost like the rats are there as a hint to make you use your senses.
Crazy. Nintendo would never do that.
I mean, in this day and age, they'll just pop up a text box to say, hey, you should do this.
Oh, no. Like midnight,
Baxter, your batteries are low. Please fixing fucking dumbass.
Hey, guess what? It's time for everyone's favorite. Okay, not quite yet, but soon, TM. It's a good thing these have grates on them. Also, here's your Ganon skin.
I was joking about the combo. I thought I was being clever. I didn't know that was actually happened in this game.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Now that we're in the actual tower climb.
All right, who wants to do this part without the spinner? Nope. Me, apparently.
Link, apparently.
It is possible to do this without the spinner. I would not recommend it, though. That's... I pressed the wrong button. I don't know why my brain just thought, like, A, jump off rail. It... Yeah. But, yeah, here we are.
I like the Beyblade. I just wish it was. I wish you could actually use it like you do in.
So
Look at all that yellow on the map.
No, I just see like one kind of block, actually 2 blocks. Kind of looks like the Japanese character for like Ri. So fun fact, you can claw shot to the torches behind the door there and skip the trigger and skip this fight.
Nice.
Requires some precise positioning, but it is doable.
Similar but funny thing in Majora's Mask in the Pirate's Hideout. Multiple locations where you get ambushed.
Bullshit on that.
Yeah. Multiple locations where you get ambushed by the pirates. Also have a hookshot target that you can do. You don't skip the trigger. You just are in the cutscene midair with the hookshot.
I did sideways. Bullshit game.
I think they got worse with your triggers. They got worse with over the years.
I wouldn't say that necessarily worse, but different.
Yeah. I think after just going back to like the conventional strategy of just kind of like evade, attack, get opening, that goes a lot faster.
Yeah.
I think what you sacrifice with the mortal draws is like you're not really close enough to get an attack string out afterwards.
Yeah.
And honestly, the strategy for this one is just like jump attack so you get the stagger and then combo. I guess doing other like larger sources of damage would also work, but
yeah, congratulations on having the extra key for this store.
Nah.
May as well, considering what's in this room.
Just want to double check. Okay, I do have a fairy in one of my bottles, but yeah. So we've got like 5 chests over here.
I really don't think you have to open all blood.
But Zelda's
The good
happy
news is
now.
it's not all a waste. It's just mostly going to waste.
Here's the thing. Sometimes I wish I could turn it on and off. Can you turn it on and off the waste flow?
I wish.
No.
It's just always on when you have it equipped, unfortunately.
No, I'm talking about the
Putting the rupees in chests. If you could like re-enable it, but now.
Nope. I wish.
Remember seeds?
Remember bombs?
I do.
Barely used. I feel like this one's the least used game for bombs are used.
I'm trying to remember for the upcoming fight what you actually need, and it's not really anything, is it?
No.
Okay, well, you know what?
I mean, you can.
You know what? Very, very, very important thing. Okay, we're gonna get the optimal loadout here.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was like, oh no, am I not gonna get back to max rupees? Because would like to.
There was 385 rupees in chests in there.
Cool.
Favorite Hyrule Castle.
I mean, we're going like vanilla Hyrule Castles, you know, Link to the Past, but I'm gonna like go outside the box and say Hyrule Castle.
I guess that I haven't played that in a long time. I need to replay that.
I have 100%ed it twice.
I mean, I could probably understand it, but I feel like if I 100%, I'd have to
Definitely twice. Once on normal, once on whatever they called hero. I think it is still hero.
I think it's hero mode.
It's hero mode. I need to replay that. I've beaten that twice. I just have 100%. I've beaten it 3 times actually.
Where's the giant divine beast laser?
Yeah. That's the only thing you didn't do this playthrough. You grabbed everything else, but you didn't actually do the dungeons.
That's vindictive.
I do love that someone fucking beat it on the Switch 2 demo.
Yeah, I mean, worth noting that they like started from a save and not the beginning of the game, but still.
Yeah.
you had like less time, so you wouldn't have been able to do a full run, I think, in the amount of demo time, unless the loading was like that much better. So you're Ganondorf. Hey, look, I have that sword. I haven't used it because I don't want it to break.
I mean, apparently.
I too have that sword. It's stuck on the end of Big Goron's sword.
Oh no.
Apparently, anything replaceable can be bought at one of the stores.
I've been dying to
Yeah.
meet you. Your people have long amused me, Minda, to defy the gods with such petty magic, only to be cast aside. How very pathetic. Pathetic as they were, though, they served me well. Their anguish was my nourishment. Their hatred bled across the void and awakened me. I drew deep of it and grew strong again. Where people had some skill, to be sure, they lacked true power. The kind of absolute power that those chosen by the gods wield. He who wields such power would make a suitable king for this world, don't you think?
Hey, I have one of those too. Can I be king?
Yeah, but yours isn't the top one.
No.
But if you're one of the chosen wielders of power you should claim, I will risk everything to deny you. Shadow has been moved by light, it seems. How
Any
amusing.
comments, Shadow?
I mean, shadow is light, is darkness created by light. So
Very well. Deny me then. Yes, try to deny me. You and your little friend.
oh, he can do that too. Oh, great. Did they just make him? Did thrusting him into there just make him more powerful?
Probably.
Wow.
Well, it's time for the royal family's favorite pastime.
Tennis?
Exactly.
Tennis and floor triangles. Both of you faithless fools who dare take up arms against the king of light and shadow. I'm gonna debate you on the light part, unless you're like copying Zelda's light. That was like a kind of weird cut to black. That was weird. controller was just like not responsive. Oh, this bodes well. I mean, at least it's responding now, which is good. We should be able to get a floor triangle for that. Hey, not a floor triangle. Need to be a little bit faster. The sword swing takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, usually for these I try to do the stabs because the hitbox is in front of you sooner.
You can hear Zelda's theme woven into the battle theme. Floor triangle? Hey, it's a floor triangle. So why am I getting hurt by that? You know, clearly I'm light too, right?
You spent too much time as dog, though.
There we go. That was a long one. Nice volley. Alright, floor triangle? Or are you going to charge me? You know, you haven't done that yet. Nope, just a floor triangle. Alright, are we going to get a charge? Are we going to get a charge? Yeah? No? There we go. Another round of tennis or floor triangle? Floor triangle. Can you shield bash the energy ball? I forget.
I've never tried.
I don't know if I want to risk a cycle on that.
It would make sense if you could, but I can also definitely see it not working.
Also, I forget. Can you bottle swipe to reflect it in this game too?
That I believe is a thing. Yes.
All right. Good job, everyone. We defeated Ganon. Dwarf. I'm impressed that you didn't just like, you know, crush her or
Immense power can be gentle. Can. Hey. We have Midna back with us. We can be Doggo again, although...
You can do this without being Doggo.
Yeah. You are extremely,
Dark Beast.
hinted at using Dog, but...
It's very, very recommended to use Dog. And now we get chanting. I probably should have just stayed in place, shouldn't I? Right. Nope, there we go.
Instead of the throwing a goat like this, you can just do the Phantom Ganon thing and shoot him as soon as he comes out the portal with an arrow in the gem.
Yeah.
Which is fun, but uses the arrows.
Using a resource in this game? Bullshit.
You can also stay dog to do the attacks on the Scar and bite him to death.
Yeah, that takes a little bit longer though, you know.
Yeah.
I swear, like, the camera panning is just like way too slow for that. I feel like you have to like snap the camera around to actually be
You
able
arrived
to
to
see
a dogfight.
For Final Boss.
Yep. I am the superior dog, although I don't think Dark Beast Skin is a dog. Looks more like a boar.
It's pig. Boar, pig. Something that's sus.
And now we cut to black again. Hey, Stinky. All right. Surely that's the end of him, right? See, look, Peach is gonna tell us about the cake. Princess, I say nothing, Midna. Your heart and mind were as one, however briefly. Are we doing some Kingdom Hearts shit? You know, is that what going on
Oh
here?
God, hearts.
Such suffering you've endured.
Seems bad.
Just a bit. Hey, wait a minute, I wasn't a
Link.
dog.
What, you could do that without turning into a dog this whole time?
I mean, that's how you exited every dungeon.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I definitely have questions about how the teleportation magic in this game is meant to work. Also gotta love Link's "don't do anything stupid" gets teleported away.
Like that.
Right.
We teleport you to safety. Way the fuck in the field over there. Ignore all the people that are still in the castle.
Or
In Castle Town.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm sure everything is fine.
Oh wait.
Where did he get that horse?
It's
Not the hat.
Oh no, he broke it. Like it was nothing.
Also random ghost horses, so there's an excuse for you to fight on horseback.
I mean, Ganon's on horseback. So I think that works on its own.
Yeah, but that's only one thing to fight on horseback. That was convenient timing.
Well, it's a good thing that
Also
we have.
something really
It's a
funny
good thing that
about
we have
all-
Twilight Princess Zelda and not, you know, Breath of the Wild Zelda.
There's something really funny to me about them just running straight past where you were, though.
okay. Breath of the Wild Zelda. At the end of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. And Breath of the Wild Zelda is good.
I mean, that's basically what we're getting here.
Also, by the power of 4 light spirits, have 3 arrows.
Well, because one of them is the bow.
No, one of them's not pulling their weight.
I think we know
And
which
something
one that
tells
is.
me it's
Ordona.
It's the Ordona one for how small, for how little they're keeping up with already.
You have to remember, Breath of the Wild Zelda fought Gan, Phantom. What the fuck you call?
Calamity Ganon?
Dark Beast, they're not.
Calamity.
I tried to
Calamity
slow
Ganon.
Ganondorf with my light arrows.
I was trying to think of
Dark
one of the prefixes for Ganon, and I came up with the wrong one.
However, keep in range. By keeping in range, I mean walk straight.
Oh, cool. That was fun. So, fun fact about how this section works. People complain about Zelda, not targeting Ganon effectively. She just aims wherever your stick is pointed, so skill issue.
Huh.
He aims forward.
Yeah, basically.
And there's also the annoying thing of she's now on the back of the horse, which means when you're knocked off, you can't do the quick mount.
Yeah. I guess not. That is kind of annoying.
We got him. Surely he's dead now, right? Of course not.
So are you going to show off the thing in this fight?
It's already.
Yeah,
Both of the things are already
you would have
equipped.
been able to see.
Okay.
Because I think the normal inventory isn't up, right? Would you hear my desire to take this foul blade and to use it to blot out the light forever?
It's going to be difficult when the blade is made of light.
Don't tell him that. He doesn't need to know.
I have to
Dark
use the
Lord
blade to
Ganon.
destroy the blade.
All right. Hey, Ganondorf. Oh! Look at that.
Oh, fucking funny.
You can distract him with the fishing rod.
You make
And the
actually-
first one never works, right?
Yeah,
First
the
what?
first of the finisher.
Yeah. He gets out of the way. So yeah, there's a real fight here, I promise.
you're
Oh.
just trivializing.
Okay, was that it?
No, the first actual attempt at it does not work.
Look, Mike.
Yeah, not only is it
I know
funny,
but
it's
I know
functional.
I know it's funny, but
I feel like that should have worked. He left himself open.
so much shield. Hey,
Actually, you know what? While I'm thinking about it. I don't think we're gonna run out of rupees in time, but you know.
Yeah.
What thought?
I mean, you could take a few blacks.
Ow. Hey, look. You can't hurt me. I'm rich.
Money.
It's just like real life.
I disagree with that.
Do you think Yoda could kick Ganondorf's ass?
Oh yes. Way too fast.
Oh no, not my money. Well, if you can tell, like, how much more money I've lost just from having it on versus actually getting hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 20 a hit.
Yeah, so you just can't shield that. It just doesn't work.
You shield the first one, but then your shield gets knocked out of the way, and the other one immediately comes in.
I like how they
Okay.
can't show this one because they can't show it directly supporting the gut because that. I feel
Okay,
like,
he's dead for real this time, right?
I mean, in this time, like, no, this timeline is also Four Swords Adventure, so technically he comes back.
I do not think this ends here.
It's like Ganon knows something about the cycle.
The history of light and shadow will be written in blood.
Almost like he's a curse.
So which
Yeah, this scene. This is weird. Never quite figured out what that meant.
I always
Spirit
thought
of
I
Zant
think
being
it's
like,
just-
hey, you weren't actually that good.
Yeah.
Zant saying get good.
Like, you
Ironically-
promised me this stuff and then failed, so fuck you.
I just assume it's just both of them permanently dying. At least this time.
Well, I mean, Zant was already dead. I think it was just kind of in Ganondorf's head. Come on,
It
Gronk.
started.
Some thuds.
Yep. You have Goat,
You know-
Monkey,
you know-
Sneck, and Hawk.
Okay, you know who I think did the least actually? Lenaru.
Laniru.
The jackass that nearly killed Midna.
Not on purpose.
You know the jackass that showed us the freaking.
Wait.
Oh, it's okay.
I love that. No wonder he sounds so tired.
I've never seen this cutscene with the magic armor on before.
Yeah, okay. Seeing this an actual engine for the first time. Damn. I mean, I kind of prefer short her, but damn.
What? Say something. It's so beautiful that you have no words left.
I like to think that he's actually one of the most talkative Flints. He's just like,
There just hasn't been an opportunity since this adventure started.
no. He just talks, but the player doesn't hear.
Typical, you know, silent protagonist syndrome. But, anyways, that was The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Good game.
It is a good game. Still probably my favorite 3D Zelda.
This is the close. Like, I like all the 3D Zeldas that I played. This is a close third or fourth. I can't really tell. I had to replay it again myself.
Yeah, I think after, like, you know, replaying some, I think my second favorite 3D Zelda is Skyward Sword now.
I mean, fair.
I think this game just kind of slightly beats it in terms of just overall feel. Just in terms of, like, the vibe. It's like, you know, Skyward Sword also has a really good story going for it. It has some really great dungeons. Like, I would argue that some of the Skyward Sword dungeons are better than this game's dungeons.
Honestly, my biggest issue with Skyward Sword is just I don't like how stressful the Silent Realm stuff feels.
Yeah.
I got to the last Silent Realm in my first playthrough in the HD version, and I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to do this right now. I'll get back to it tomorrow, and then I never finished the game.
But
Like,
in terms of like classic, you know, 3D Zeldas, I don't know. I feel like they still haven't quite beat this one. But
I mean, Skyward Sword's really the only one that could even somewhat be called a classic 3D Zelda since this.
I mean, so, like, you know, there's Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker.
Yeah, I said since this.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
The doctor has actually been let back in the bar?
it. I guess, you know, let bygones be bygones. Also has really chunky meat. Lots of polygons.
Tasty.
Tasty.
But yeah, what was this? 2006 release? So it's been almost 20 years.
It doesn't help that, like, since Skyward Sword they've taken 3D Zelda in a new direction, and there have also only been like 2 games in the last decade. But I mean, that's kind of Zelda.
Yeah.
Also, wait a minute. Is Malo just like a sprite? Am I crazy? He looked very flat.
I think there just was 0 animation, so it... Also, where'd the wooden shield that Colin had come from? Because that's not an order on shield. It's also not the wooden shield model.
It's an excellent question. We must investigate it post-haste.
Yeah, I just hope at some point, I really want another Twilight Princess and older style 3D Zelda game.
I don't know when or if that's gonna happen. I mean, I want it too, but
I feel like we had a 2D Zelda revival for a while, and if that can happen, they can do another.
Here's the thing. 2D Zelda never died. It was just on portable console.
yeah, I would argue that, like, even if there was kind of a slightly longer gap, just because they kind of shifted to the 3D Zeldas more, they didn't really fully stop making 2D Zeldas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Like
you're right.
Capcom handled 3 of them, which is Capcom being third party.
That last shot reminded me of something. This game actually has seasons. They only appear inside the fishing hut hole.
Wonderful.
And every time you enter the fishing hole, its seasons progress 1, and you can have different fish available.
Wow, that is quick. You can just like walk in and out repeatedly,
Yes.
and it's just, like it apparently takes 3 months for Link to enter and exit the fishing hole.
It's quicker than Black and White 2. 1 month seasons. By the way, my birthday month is in winter, which ironically, when I was born,
It very much isn't.
It very
Yeah,
much is, but like the year I was born on my birthday, it snowed here.
Yeah, fair.
I feel like I remember being very confused
baby is
about
out.
why it was the season that it was when Black and White released.
Oh.
Because I'm just like, that's not what it is now.
Why
I might be wrong
is
about
it day when it's day, you know, during Pokemon Moon? Cuz it's not. Oh no, that tree.
I feel like the Pokemon Moon.
No. It's day when it's day because you went into an alternate universe.
Look at the heat distortion on the sun there. No, that's not like a hard effect to pull off, but it looks really cool.
So speaking of Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, oh boy, 5 a.m.
You're talking about like that Twilight Lightning Rock, right?
Like Rock.
4 to 5 p.m.
No, it was 5 a.m. for me because I picked Moon as the.
No.
Sun best version confirmed. Oh look, the boots are off. I've been robbed. At least the tunic stays.
Yeah. No. But there's also the thing that the Ultra games let you do post-game where you could re-invert the time again.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is farewell, huh? Light and shadow can't mix, as we all know. But never forget that there's another world bound to this one. Shadow and light are two sides of the same. Hey, I said that earlier. So what does the mirror say? It definitely has Hylian text on it.
Yeah. Nah.
Mirror
I know now the reason the goddesses left the Mirror of Twilight in this world. I left it because it was their design that we should meet. Yes, that is what I believe. Zelda, your words are kind, and your heart is true. Fallen Hyrule are like you. Then maybe you'll do alright. Also, I just realized the same words that are on the part of the portal are on the mirror and the portal there. Thank you. Now, the princess spoke truly. As long as that mirror is around, we could meet again. Link. See you later.
On the mirror appears to just be gibberish.
Yeah, it didn't really look like anything coherent.
It could be an ancient dialect.
It is kind of neat how they, like, 100% confirm, like, yep, she's the true princess because she can destroy the mirror.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there was any doubt at this point.
I mean, it was very heavily implied up to this point, but, yeah.
Well, how many separate worlds are there in Zelda?
Yes.
All right, who's ready to complete the 5,000 dungeons to reassemble the Mirror of Twilight?
No. You know, I find it ironic that only the Princess of Twilight can shatter the mirror.
Can truly, yeah.
Like, the people that were being punished. The people that were being punished, are the only ones that can destroy the mirror.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Also, I just looked it up and checked, and Black and White came out in March, which meant that on release, it was autumn in-game, in spring, which confused me.
Nice.
Also, apparently, the time of day where it transitions from morning to day to evening to night changes in different seasons, which is kind of neat.
Oh, yeah, to simulate days getting longer or shorter.
Anyway, sorry, what were you saying, Shadow?
I forgot, but like, here's the thing with Zelda. Like, if they ever wanted to visit the world of Twilight again, which I know they're never going to, unless it's a side game, because Nintendo likes to just look forward and never look back nowadays. Unless they want to get a few extra
I don't know if I necessarily say that. I mean, it's just mostly that, like, the only looking back that you're going to get is, like, re-releases.
Yeah,
older
that's what I'm
games.
saying. Unless they want a few extra bucks.
Yeah, they won't do a whole lot, like, inspired by interesting ideas from the past, but they sure will sell you the same exact thing again.
I want a second term in a game. I want a second Twilight game. Honestly,
I will be shocked.
I know everyone doesn't like not everyone here likes the Breath of the Wild style games, but I wouldn't mind a Breath of the Wild style game, but in Termina. Give me a different fucking place.
I think pretty much everyone, even the people who like those games, want a different world for the next one.
Yeah.
I
will be shocked if Nintendo ever acknowledges Termina again, because as much as the fans love it, I kind of get the impression that the people that worked on Majora's Mask aren't as proud of it as the rest of the series.
You know what? I wish they'd do another, like, if they... I wish they'd have Capcom or someplace work on another one, because at least they like to reference the old games. Like, that was my biggest thing why I like the Capcom games. They brought back the old characters, like my girl Malin.
Hey!
5, which is stupid. I don't know.
But nobody came. JK, I'm actually over here. Isn't he like at this brim with the bow? Nope. Okay, no, he's riding.
And still in the magic armor.
Yep. Okay, we've got to have run out by now, right?
Right?
Some nice aliasing on the statues there.
Don't worry about it.
Which statue was decapitated? Or all three of them decapitated?
The top one. Actually, I guess they must have restored it then.
Yeah.
Understandable. Don't want to leave it without a head.
All right, and now we get to the, like, not so interesting credits.
Yeah. Credits to Electric Boogaloo.
Yep. This is a remaster, so.
Yep.
Now we get to show all of these ones, but yeah, I think what I feel is kind of missing from the newer Zelda, like 3D Zeldas in particular, is just, I don't want to say a sense of adventure, but just like places that really matter. Yeah, like obviously progression is one thing. I understand for the point of the open world that, you need to give people the important tools up front. Because otherwise, they might encounter something they can't do. Although, would that be the worst thing? That's how it worked before.
I mean, I think
but
there's
like
a lot more variety in what experiences can happen in the open world Zelda games, but there's less depth to those experiences because,
how can there be?
Crafted. Yeah.
Like, I just want, like, actual dungeons that matter, that feel like an event within, the story and the game when you go through them.
Same.
I want,
I enjoy
a story that actually takes place, like, that you participate in, instead of just being, like,
hey,
collecting cutscenes.
Yeah, look at this stuff that happened before now.
Okay.
And
okay.
I want there to actually be like cool permanent stuff that you can find in the world.
Mhm.
The hook shot's back.
Yep.
That's probably never coming back unless like it's a 2D game.
They could make it work.
I know. You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the cook shop man.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
the man with the hook shop man.
While I think it is cool that, you know, you can climb anything and like theoretically go anywhere, I do feel like that being possible does kind of make it harder to design restrictions. At least specifically into like the overworld, you know. Okay, cool. I still have like all my rupees because just restored me to like pre-fight status, I think.
Look. What you need to do is have dungeons. Dungeons. You need to have 7 major dungeons.
Or more.
In a
I would complain about more.
7 what you need is 7 major dungeons. You need to make sure that nothing is climbable in those dungeons. Like and all around that dungeon. You need
Yeah, I mean, like they could solve that the way that they've solved, you know, how you enter dungeons in the previous games, which is just make it a different map.
But like as we learned, all the fucking maps are connected in these Zelda games in some fucking way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean,
Like-
yeah, you have to be able to get to every part of the game, but
And
so
even in
what I meant is just like in terms of like, you know, you can impose restrictions in the dungeons that aren't present in the overworld. And even then, I feel like it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if there were some restrictions to the overworld too, just to give like certain traversal options, you know, actual importance.
Here's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure in Breath of the Wild did better about separating the fucking dungeons from the rest of the map than Tears of the Kingdom. Because I'm pretty sure dungeons are a separate fucking map in Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. And Tears of the Kingdom, they're just part of the fucking overworld.
Yeah. Also, Breath of the Wild.
Idea, but I don't
Breath of the Wild also does the climbing thing by making 90% of the surfaces in the beasts the unclimbable rock.
Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom, you can bullshit your way through most of those fucking dungeons.
Yeah,
Trust me,
definitely.
that's what I fucking did.
Yeah.
I definitely cheesed some shit with Ascend too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem with the toolkit in general, is there's a lot of stuff you can cheese by just using like Ultra Hand, Recall, Ascend.
Yeah.
Not even that, but like, what about hands up? How many people took at least half of the actual paths in the Fire Temple? Not me.
I actually like did all of it because I knew that if I didn't, I would just like rob it of all navigational challenge.
Yeah, I think I tried to use most of them, but I definitely.
I tried my
skipped around
fucking
some
best
shit.
to circumvent that. Granted, I did go through the rest of it just to figure out the tip. I'm like, fuck the Fire Temple. Fuck the Fire Temple in that game. Like, actually, no. Fire Temples just suck. I hate the heat. Like, it's too fucking hot. I don't mind the Breath of the Wild thing, but like, no. Honestly, do what they did with Echoes of Wisdom. Echoes of Wisdom did an overworld game and still had dungeons and events that happened at the same fucking time. They happened in order, and they like you could go anywhere.
So I would say Echoes of Wisdom was like kind of a step in the right direction in terms of you had
Having
Oh, yeah.
open world, but also
you
having
had you had an overworld. You had like a dungeon order. It was sort of like kind of 2 tiers of like, okay, do these 2 first in either order, and then do these 3, second in any order.
yeah.
Which
Well,
honestly,
that-
like, if you wanted to still retain some freedom, like, you could do it that way. Like, they've honestly had setups of like, the 3 elemental stones, and then the medallions, or the few shadows, and then the Twilight, mirror shards. So they've already kind of like been breaking it up into that kind of like first half, second half thing, anyways.
Yeah, I am. Speaking of Echoes of Wisdom, I'm looking forward to finally playing that on Switch 2 at a good frame rate.
But I think one of my biggest disappointments with Echoes of Wisdom, obviously, one, the echoes are cool, but I want like traditional Zelda items back, where you like get an item in the dungeon, that like is featured in some of the dungeons, puzzles or combat or something in some way.
Same.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
the echoes, they run into the same problem that like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild have, where it's like you have so many options, but like how many are you actually going to use consistently?
I mean, to be fair, I don't think they use any one option consistently. I think I did actually upgrade the option. Like, it seems that upgrade to an option happened, and I tried. I think I don't remember my Let's Play very well, but I remember trying my best to not be like, okay, let's okay. There's one thing that I got that I definitely used a bit too much, and that's the fucking forward platform.
But yeah, like those games, like Echoes of Wisdom, like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, is I can't think of the perfect word at the moment. Brain, we're susceptible to the same problem that those are, whereas like some things are just too good, like the cloud or the moving tile.
I mean,
in terms of like they can break the game in ways that, obviously the developers left it in, like I'm sure they knew about it, but like still so one thing that I could kind of pan Echoes of Wisdom for a little bit is while the dungeons are a little bit better, like they are actual dungeons, unlike most of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom offerings. They were pretty simple in terms of like navigational or dungeon crawling difficulty. You almost never have more than one key at a time, and it's usually pretty clear where you need to go.
Okay, fair, yeah.
So like I wouldn't mind if they upped the difficulty a bit more.
Are you saying
For
you
the
want
dungeons.
Echoes of Wisdom Master Quest?
No, I'm not talking about like enemies dealing double damage. I'm talking about like the
The rearranging everything.
Master Quest is not the double damage. That's actually the rearranged dungeons.
Well,
isn't it
re-release Master Quest does the double damage.
Yes, Master Quest does.
So the Master Quest dungeons are bullshit enough as is. They don't need double damage.
The thing is, the 3DS version does both the rearranging and reverses the fucking camera, because like you gotta do that.
Yeah. It's everything.
I played Ocarina of Time 3D, and then I got through that. I'm like, I'm gonna play it again on Master Quest. Then I started a file and it mirrored things, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be lost in a Hyrule that I fucking grew up in. Fuck that. And I didn't play Master Quest on the 3DS version.
You know, the thing is, I don't need the Master Quest on the 3DS version. And honestly, like, the 3DS version isn't, like, the 3DS versions of both games are not necessarily the biggest improvements, I'd say. The 3DS version of Majora's Mask is in fact the improvement in my eyes because of the swimming controls. But that is literally the only reason I wouldn't pick a thing up. And I have a modded 3DS with a hack that says, no, go back to the previous. Wait, sorry.
Up your chicken.
So you remember that this one rupee from the
Yeah.
beginning of the game that you wonders like, how do you get that? Because if you try to get it with the hawk, it doesn't work.
Doesn't. Yeah, you gotta bring a bird.
You must
But a different bird.
You must retrieve chicken.
And yet, getting that rupee before buying the slingshot is a retro achievement.
Fun.
Honestly, I wish I had like a version of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time that combined like aspects of both. Like,
Better swimming, better is it Bomber's Notebook?
better
Yeah.
Bomber's Notebook.
Like the better log from 3D, but
The
like
better log.
actually good swimming.
But the only boss I like to change up to is the first boss
Go.
because you can
Not good.
actually fight it with the.
Odawa.
You can actually do damage with Deku Link.
Odawa.
It's the only boss
Odawa.
in the original version of Majora's Mask that can't be damaged by its thing. Also, better bouncing on water. Granted, I can get most of that stuff from the hack, but I don't think the hack changes the boss's back because fuck you, Georg.
George.
Yep.
George Fish.
But yeah, I'm in a really weird place with like Zelda currently, where like I don't necessarily hate it, but it's definitely not the same series that I grew up loving at this point, and
Yeah.
unless it becomes more like Zelda used to be, I don't know how, excited I'm going to be for the new releases.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me.
You basically to have this pause become old man yelling at Cloud.
Having that rock.
There we go.
Basically, what you're saying is at least half this call has become old man
Old
yelling
man
at
yelling at
Cloud.
Cloud. Kinda. It's still there. No.
There's another rock.
I love how you can just like you can see it disappear in real time.
Yes.
Wait, where's the other rock? Oh, is it
Behind
earlier?
you.
Oh, oops. But now we get the fun music, so that's worth it.
Honestly, I don't mind the Breath of the Wild stuff, but like the open world. The issue is like the fact that they did 2 open worlds. Like,
Well, I like as someone who is not like, an open world fan necessarily. The problem isn't the open worlds. Oh, that's a diggy spot. The problem is the lack of meaningful things to do in them. And that's not just a Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom problem. Other open world games have that problem too. At
I
least
think
to
that's
me,
sort
like
of
from the ones that
just,
I've played.
like a problem that you get when the core concept of the game you're trying to build is you can go anywhere. That means that anything has to slot at any point in the playthrough.
Yeah, I wish developers were like more okay with like making the games as big as they need to be, and not feeling like they have to like justify the, you know, size of the worlds. You know, like, oh, we got to have a map this big because, like, you know, that's what people are expecting.
Yeah, I would rather have a smaller map with more depth.
Like, I want the world to feel like it was designed by people and not just like, you know, spat out of a, you know, terrain generator and then they plopped like, you know,
Some stuff on top of
900 Koroks, you know, roughly evenly throughout the map.
I don't know if it's necessarily a terrain generator.
Probably not, but like, it feels less intentional than like certain previous
I
games.
can't imagine that entire map is 100% like manually every triangle placed there.
No, not every fucking triangle, but I'm feeling they have like the general layout was.
I mean, there's areas that are clearly more hand done than others. Like, off the top of my head, like the giant random ass spiral on the east side of the map, like.
Wait, we must protect the blue.
But then there's areas where it's just like,
you are safe.
There sure are some mountains around here.
Oh wait, you're not fully safe. Now you are safe.
Only there was a yellow.
The problem is, I don't think I have anything that I really want to like replace it with.
Yeah.
So, you get to live.
And technically it heals more than the fairy, but...
It does, but then it also doesn't save you if you die, so... So, yeah, like, I will admit, I don't want to say I did the bare minimum in Breath of the Wild, because that's definitely not the case. I did most of the shrines. Really, the only ones that I didn't do were like the Shrine Crest ones that I just couldn't be bothered to do. Tears of the Kingdom, I did more just because I wanted to sort of get a more informed opinion on like, okay, well, you know, if I'm gonna have quote unquote hot takes about this game, I want to be able to say, yes, I did all the shrines. No, there shouldn't be that many of them. Or, you know,
what about the Koroks?
Koroks I did not give a shit about. I think I did like fewer than 50 of them in both games.
My biggest problem with shrines is, like, I'm excited, when I find a shrine, I'm excited about the puzzle. And then half the time it's one where they considered the quote-unquote puzzle to be getting there, and it wasn't actually difficult to get to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this isn't really a shrine. It's just a treasure chest and an orb.
Yep.
Like, every time I walk into a shrine and it's a blessing, I'm so disappointed.
I mean, there's only like a handful of times where I wasn't. One thing I'll definitely complain about, like, specific shrines, the Sky Island shrines, so many of them are blessings. And that's partially because so many of them are the transport crystal back to the shrine. So you just get a blessing at the end, and
yeah. And it's like,
now
there's only so many times you can build a plane with a crystal and fly it back.
Mm-hmm. Or drop a crystal, you know, a long distance, because they make you do that like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now. What are your guys' opinions on that one blessing?
The fake out one?
This...
Still kind of insulting, but at least I got a chuckle out of it.
Yeah.
So of slightly higher value than the others. But yeah, so like after doing more in Tears of the Kingdom, I think I had like roughly 60 hours in Breath of the Wild and around 100 in Tears of the Kingdom. Because I did like most of the side adventures. I think the only one that I didn't end up doing was like the photo compendium, because fuck that.
Yeah, that's a lot for not a lot of reward.
And
Yeah,
unfortunately, I can sort of agree with the sentiment that not a lot of them are worth doing.
Hey, I did the photo compendium in both Breath and Tears completely without buying any of them. I did every photo manually myself.
Well, you know, we've established that you're crazy.
Established you are weird. Respectfully.
Actually,
I also stopped.
Actually, the
I
bridge
need to go
is,
back
so,
and
yeah, sure.
I need to go back and finish it, but I'm like 90% of the way through fully upgrading every piece of armor in Tears.
I did that for Breath of the Wild, but it seems like it's gonna be so much more tedious for Tears.
See, I started trying to just collect every armor piece in Tears, and that's where I gave up the game, because it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna collect these, but like, what am I gonna do with them afterwards? I've already done like everything else. I mean, like not everything else, but like the important stuff, like all the stuff that I was gonna do. I just realized, like, yeah, this is kind of pointless.
I forget the specific one, but I would not be doing the upgrade every armor if I wasn't still on like 1.2 with the fucking really good dupe glitch.
Okay, I thought about something. Breath of the Wild, I feel like I'd still be willing to like, I feel like I enjoyed Breath of the Wild more than Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know if that's a hot take.
I don't think that's really so much of a hot take anymore, based on like, you know, the host of video essays that I've seen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Although what I don't get though are like people who will complain about things in Tears of the Kingdom that were very much still problems in Breath of the Wild, and just say that Breath of the Wild did not have those issues.
But my biggest issue with Tears of the Kingdom over the Breath of the Wild, I think they just like, okay, let's triple the fucking map size, technically.
Except it's not actually, like, yeah, the depths in terms of actual size is the same. Sky Islands is very much not the same amount of landmass, though.
Yeah.
No, but the same amount of fucking map. You can technically, theoretically, get from one end to the other.
Yeah, I mean,
also, Sky Island is
machines.
kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
I'll say kind of, like, just a major disappointment outside of the first one, and like the Thunderhead Isle chain was cool, but a lot of them are just, yeah.
I really wish it wasn't just archipelagos. I really wish the depth wasn't like 90% imblockable fucking mountain.
Yeah, but, Thunderhead, I definitely was like, I want to see what's in there, and blindly found my way to the thing as my before doing the second dungeon. So I had Fifth Sage as my second one.
That was weird.
It was Toolin and them as my partners for a while. Yeah.
I foolishly went into tried to do the Hyrule Castle first, because I'm like, oh, maybe.
No, I also
and then somewhere else because he's not there.
No, I also had the Master Sword by the time I finished all the main dungeons. So I had the plot point of,
yeah,
alright, go turn in that you've done all the dungeons, and then they're like, okay, Now we're gonna need these other things. Oh wait, you have that? Well, we'll also need this. Oh wait, you have that?
Yeah, see, I didn't find
storytelling.
Fifth Sage until the story told me to, so that was kind of a like, oh, okay, we're not just doing the 4 things over again. There's a little bit extra.
There's a
Whoa.
fifth thing. New.
The harem has a 6th member this time.
We're actually
Yeah, like I said,
not that far away from. I mean, we're not getting them all, but like,
no.
got closer than I might have expected for just like having no plan for it.
Look. If he feels like it, he'll do it in a bonus stream.
If that.
Can do it, do it along with the Cave of Ordeals and Cave of Shadows. Frick.
Yeah.
Might come down to you because it's still aggro on you.
Nope.
No.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess we'll see where things go from here. I can't say that I am particularly enthused about the stated developer intention of like the open air format being the standard for the series going forward. Because at least to me, it's like, yes, needs a lot of changes before I would consider it like better than what came before.
Here's the thing. It's not made for us anymore. It's made for the casual crowd, non-gamers. Like, that is what the open air format is for. It's not for us. Like, here's the thing. Like, if you guys want, I know it's not necessarily Zelda, but I'm pretty sure you could find that there are quite a few games that are Zelda, like Zelda-likes that are like.
Hey, you want to know what the best Zelda game that I've ever played is? Okami.
Okay, fair. Hey, I've not played Okami myself, but that's on the fucking list. That's
It's also a don't 100% it game.
okay,
I have.
fair.
Although, actually, you know what? Okay, I don't think I've true 100% it because I didn't do all the stray beads, but like, that's essentially the equivalent of Koroks.
I mean, don't. Yes, the reward you get for the stray beads is really fun, but if you just want to do a playthrough, it is not worth it.
Quick thing. What are some besides Okami? But speaking of which, Okami 2 is coming out.
Yes.
Like,
well, it's in
eventually.
development, so we've been told.
but
It's the real thing,
Is going to exist.
and also it's Okami 3.
no,
I know why you're saying that. I don't know if I'm inclined to agree. Although, in all fairness, I haven't actually played that game myself, although I have watched a Let's Play of it.
In a similar sense that Red Dead Redemption 2 is Red Dead 3.
Okay, that one I actually don't know about.
Red Dead Revolver came out first before Red Dead Redemption.
I actually own. The only Red Dead game I actually own is Red Dead Revolver, and that's just because my roommate.
Look at this guy. What a chump.
So what are some Zelda likes that are not Okami that you would suggest? 2D, 3D.
I feel like that's part of the problem, is that, like, at least personally, I don't know how many more of them I have really played. Like, I would, despite some similarities, I would not say that, like, Tunic, for example, is really a Zelda.
Tunic is more that's fair. I don't know if I'd count that. So,
I personally wouldn't.
But I have a couple, like one for 2D and one for
Oh,
3D.
I guess there is one that I just thought of. I don't know if I would say that is like better than most Zelda games, but it certainly is a Zelda game. Star Fox Adventures.
Okay, fair. Okay, non
For 2D, and there are definitely some differences in it, but I would definitely consider it a Zelda-like, is Prodigal.
Son?
No,
Just Prodigal.
For 2D, like one that I played, it is Kudzu.
He won't see it coming.
Like,
He won't see it coming. Just wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Damn it.
he didn't see it coming because it never actually came.
Damn, you're right.
Can't see it coming if it never does.
Kudzu,
Wait, we gotta
like
get the rebound shot. No.
it's a $5 game on Nintendo.
Hey.
That Gully suggested to me that he saw someone play. It's basically like Gardener Zelda-like, but you play this guy called Max. Hello.
Here's the thing. I feel like if Nintendo doesn't return to the old Zelda formula in a satisfying enough manner for, people like me, there will be more, Zelda-like games popping up, probably in the indie scene. For people who want that again, but aren't getting it from Nintendo.
See, Paper Mario and Bug Fables.
Yep.
Yeah.
For 3D Zelda, there's actually one suggestion I always say people try. It's Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Like, you guys may play it. Like there is. It has,
Don't mind me, I'm just terrorizing the townsfolk.
I mean, fair. It has, it has humor. Technically, the dungeon and the fight and the combat are basically two separate characters. The traditional puzzle dungeon and the traditional
Nope. Are they gonna actually do something? That's negatory.
traditional they have two characters. One is the traditional Zelda fighting, and one's the traditional Zelda not blade combat. Brain not working.
I will pick you up later.
Brain traditional Zelda puzzles. Sometimes the combat guy gets some of the.
Where's the bar? I can show you.
I can pick you up by the scruff and bring you over there if you want.
Can you actually?
No.
Then-
Also, with me mentioning Prodigal earlier, it and its sequel Veritas are currently on sale for $10 together.
I love how the Gorons are just unfazed.
Yeah. Also, not out yet, but another 2D one that I'm excited for coming out eventually. There's a demo out right now. Is Isle of Reveries.
I could totally make this jump.
Also, it's another stretch of one. Because
we made it through our second night cycle.
Yeah. You know, it's another stretch of one because it progression-wise, it is very much a Zelda game, but it is also a bullet hell twin-stick shooter. Is a mini shoot adventures.
That's an interesting combination.
I might have to pull a Game Awards here and so please wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know, turn from a discussion about oh, that was a lot of rupees. Turn from a discussion about this game to a discussion of the future of Zelda as a whole. So I hope you've enjoyed the podcast portion of the stream.
Yeah.
But we should probably end it. I should probably end it. It's my stream. I make the rules.
Yes.
You can end it whenever you want to.
I was waiting for
Power is
you.
in your hands.
Like this power. Oh. More rupees. Whee! Enjoy the color. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. Let's play of Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. I'm gonna be taking at least a little bit of a break between this one and the next one. I'm not gonna give you a hint this time. Some people here already know what it is, but I think everyone here already knows what it is. But any case, look forward to that soonish. And until then, thank you for watching and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.